Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser. It's the end of this phase. Let's see just how good a job the computer can get of moving everyone through the water. That's not very good. God, I hate the computer in this game. So you're just embarrassing yourself now. Right then, on to the enemy phase. How come the enemy's AI seems to be so much better than the manual defend orders? I don't know why Laird is quite so quick through the water, but he is. Hopefully he'll be slowed down when he actually gets indoors, because horses obviously can't run very fast indoors. Despite the fact that this is a castle with absolutely enormous corridors. Apparently he is slowed down by the cobble. Supernight's going to be a pain because phalanx just don't have the damage to actually harm it. But we'll be alright, we do have bandits nearby, we have ballistas nearby, we have Hane's magic nearby, we'll be fine. I hope this is true, but I'm not certain, but water units really should be more vulnerable to Thunder Spell. I'm not sure, if anybody knows, then please drop a comment, that'd be much appreciated. I imagine they would be, since undead are weak to fire and flyers are weak to wind, which is blizzard, which makes no sense, but there you go. So I would like to imagine water units are weak to thunder, but I'm not sure. A rather drawn out fight, but alright, well done lizard men. Generally speaking, there is no easy way to take out the Serpent Knights. We can duel them in a pretty even fashion on the water, but it's very slow. The Nixies will eventually get the job done if we surround him with 4 Nixies and beat him down every turn. But it's not a quick job, not by any means. And Hane is now in range of ballistas and will probably die. We've seen this happening a lot with Hane lately, haven't we? Good work, Hane, down you go. I really should manage Hane better than I do. Yes, you can't fight. Off you go, Hane. They could also take out Sheree if they wanted to, but they're not going to, fortunately. They're going to fire very slowly at the bandits, taking their time to aim properly. Very good. Now then, who saw that coming? I want to know who saw in the last video, Hane, he's going to die as soon as he presses that end phase button. I didn't see it, obviously, but I expect some of you did. Well done to you guys, but you couldn't have said anything to save him. The Griffins do worry me slightly, because they obviously have very nice stats. Keith is moderately powerful himself, and they are only Hawk Lords, the commanders. So if all else fails, I think Keith could just solo everything. But hopefully we'll be able to take them down with our angels. The second Hawk Lord only has harpies, so he's no threat whatsoever. And we continue our progress. Yes, we're over the bridge. Well, we're not over the bridge, but we're over the water. We'll get back to controlling these units ourselves, because the computer can't manage it. Back to manual. Eventually these guys are going to be very slow to catch up, but we do kind of need them to catch up because Laird has horsemen on the way. Very irritating. I don't know how good standard pikemen are going to be against dragoons, or royal lancers rather. Obviously phalanx can handle them with no problems at all. You may as well stay where you are, Keith, and let the enemy come to you. And then we'll just focus on this fight. Everyone is slightly injured. We'll do the same trick as before, with Aaron going for a heal 1 spell. We do look a little low on units now, because Aaron lost most of his phalanx, and most of the bandits are dead, but we do have very powerful commanders lurking about the place. My priority is to take out the ballistas. This may hurt Sheree, but Liana is in range with a heal spell, as is the Freya, so that will be fine. Only 1 point of damage, we'll live through that, that's no worries. the bandits in and finally finish off the ballistas. Hopefully. We may not do it, because we may lose a bandit before we can reach the ballista. That's kindly demonstrated. We actually lost almost all of them. Okay then, my plan of attack has changed slightly. The Freya is going to come and pick up the other one, because I'm sure Freya can manage that. No, it can't. Alright, whatever then. Leicester, get back into the combat. Now, some of these have gone into land, which means we can actually fight them from the water. Well, from the shore, rather. So we will get the bonus where they will not. That's very handy. So make good use of that. I'm not sure why the enemy have all fled the water. Serpent Knight now is completely on the land, which means he's lost his defensive bonus. He's still rocking at plus 30 defense bonus. But it's a kind of a foolish move to charge onto the land, but oh well. As you can see, losing their 50% water defense bonus means that one-shotting them becomes much more of a possibility. We've done it a couple of times now. Admittedly, one of them only had 7 HP, but yeah, let's not talk about that. Shall get you to take out the one with 9. We shall vibrate wildly as we get attacked. But in the end, we shall be absolutely fine. Now then, this guy has 31 attack. We have a lot of, well, not actually that much defense. So maybe we'll leave off. We'll just hold back just a little bit. And everyone healed up, and we'll take down the commanders next turn. For now, though, we'll get Aaron's men to pick off the last of the lizard men. My plan of attack for taking down the actual commanders themselves is a rather simple one, isn't it? Yes, it is. I am going to be using the Freya. The Freya will be casting attack 2 on all of those Nixies, who will then just charge wildly at the Serpent Knights. They'll be able to pick off some damage because their attacks are pseudo-ranged, which will be very helpful in that fight. So hopefully they will be able to get the job done. Liana's back to spamming her heal spell. She has enough mana to do it for the rest of the level, I imagine. She has an awful lot. And we shall see if Freya can actually get him range or anything. Go on then, Freya, you can have that soldier, why not? Nice bit of angled lightning straight up the cliff there, and what can they do? Alright then, it's onward across the bridge. We've moved Erwin, but we haven't moved Keith yet. Keith is going to continue waiting. Good old Keith. Oh, you're still in defensive mood. Don't do anything. Just stay there. There we go. Laird's actually making quite a dash here. If Laird could pick up the sword, we'd be in serious problems, because Laird would beat us to it. But he can't, so we're absolutely fine. It is irritating that we can't get a single point of damage off against these Serpent Knights. There's no reason why we can't. They have in the area of 24 defense, and we have in the area of 27 attack, so I'm kind of surprised we're getting completely wiped out every single fight. But that's what's happening. Now then, here's hoping Sheree will be able to pick off both the Ballista and that woman in the next turn. It's quite likely. Keith is going to be getting himself into a fight with some Griffins shortly. Good old Keith. I think those guys are more concerned with charging straight downwards to join in the big fight than actually chasing down Erwin. This is fortunate. Hopefully Keith will get the job done over the water where Laird can't join. And then he can retreat to Erwin's aid, because Erwin is still going to struggle against Laird. Make no mistake, it's not going to be an easy fight for Erwin. He's at a type disadvantage against horsemen, do remember? So Erwin will actually have to take this rather slowly. Always make sure he's surrounded by pikemen. Pikemen who are still too busy wading through the water, of course. We will have to sit where we are temporarily and just wait for those pikemen to catch up. There's no point charging forwards without them, that would just be suicide. Now then, what's the plan of attack here? Bandits, do what you can. Okay, that's not very impressive at all, but oh well. No plan of attack is that Sheree just kills everything. Go on, Sheree. We shall pick off the woman herself in the next turn. We are kind of against the clock in this, in that we have to reach the sword before Leon does. Leon isn't even here yet, and we don't actually have to kill all of the units, so it doesn't matter how slow we are at doing this. Now then, can these units all reach? I suspect they can, because they move at a moderate speed over land. Take you, for example. Yes, you can reach. Now then, we want an Attack 2 spell on Lester and all of his units. That'll be very handy. Then we shall charge those blokes down. Gives us a big bonus, the Attack 2 spell. We should be able to put out some damage against them. We'll be using our pseudo-range advantage to get in hits before they get in hits. So all in all, it's a pretty good plan. 37 attack to 24 defense. I think every attack we got off actually landed there, so that's very good. Here's hoping we can actually get 2 units to attack the next one. If we can't, then that will also take another turn before it's over. We seem to have knocked the man off of his serpent and let the serpent blow up amongst all of our nixies, but why not? Yeah, indeed. The death cry of everyone. Nixie is very slow at going through the woods, that's why we're not getting much a chance to attack from the other side. Can't really help that. They are water-based units and they do not have any legs, so you can kind of see where they're a bit slow through the trees. Shall I leave that one for Lester? I do like Lester. He does struggle in the experience, so I shall try to leave that for him. Aaron may as well spam a heal at the floor just for some bonus experience. Liana may as well do the same. Nah. That's a shame. I wanted to heal all of the Nixies and all of the bandits, but I can't, so that will have to do. Liana, however, is going to show off and heal absolutely everything with one spell. Here she goes. If only I took as much care with Hane as I did with Liana, we wouldn't have any of these problems that we keep having. But I don't care for Hane, the poor so-and-so. Hopefully you'll join me next video and I can continue ranting about how much I do not like Hane. I shall see you then.